Part 8. Global Dungeon, superpower uploaded at the beginning went out of control. Author, the temperature is very low. Chapter 71. In front of the fighters was a waterhole. At this time, a fish that appeared to be a swordfish burst out of the water and stabbed at a warrior with great speed. The warrior reacted quickly, and immediately used his superpower to create a wall of mine to block the fish's attack. Bang! The fish was killed by a direct collision. It fell to the ground with a thud. This fish, somewhat similar to swordfish. Captain Yang Yongqiang squatted down and broke off the upper jaw of the fish. Flicked with his fingers, and made a dang sound. Belch! The sound of metal? Yang Yongqiang was immediately stunned. The upper jaw of this fish is really made of metal. This situation also frightened the Chinese people. I'm Nima. What? Suddenly come out, is this a terrifying battlefield? But what is it? Swordfish. But it doesn't look like it. Looking at the warrior's expression, the upper jaw of this fish can't really be metal, right? Impossible, isn't it? How could a fish have a metal upper jaw? It must have been modified by someone, right? What is impossible in the battlefield of national fortune? Aren't those wasteland beasts before also beyond our imagination? It's really beyond imagination, but it's not beyond cognition. How can a flesh and blood body grow metal limbs? Then, Yang Yongqiang dissected the fish, but did not find any useful information. Shaking his head, Yang Yongqiang said, "Find a way to bypass this waterfall. Over here. There doesn't seem to be a wastelandman. Outside. News of countries being scammed. Leaked. This news is already known to the whole people in the Dragon Kingdom. But foreigners don't know yet. When I learn the news. Exploded. The kind that explodes completely. Do our top brass have the IQ to be fooled like this? Oh my God, is this retarded? Thinking with your toes, you also know that it is impossible for the Dragon Kingdom to sell the Golden Holy Rain. Even if the people of the Dragon Kingdom want to sell it, do you think the Dragon Kingdom officials will let them sell it? No wonder our beautiful country has been failing. The reason has finally been found. Our high level has no IQ. Step down. This idiot must be stepped down. The people of the beautiful country exploded en masse and once again paraded through the streets. This time the street parade is completely different from before. If you don't step down and don't change people, don't think about it. And most importantly, walk the streets for all. National strike. Up to an 88-year-old woman. Down to 3 years old. They all ran out to the streets. For a time, the beautiful country came to a standstill. Island nations. Is the official stupid? Would you believe that? How can it be cultivated? The people of the Dragon Kingdom are too cunning. It's not that people are cunning, but our officials are too stupid, and we believe this kind of thing. Island countries are also all kinds of scolding officials. Emotions. You have to find a place to vent, right? Eagle Hook country, Faxi country, North Bear country. But all the countries that paid the deposit were caught and scolded by the people of their own country. No way. Who made them owe their IQ? Not only did his IQ owe, but he also went to the Dragon Kingdom to pay for a trip. This is what their people are most angry about. National fortune battlefield. Swordfish, which has a metal upper jaw, has aroused the interest of many people. Whether it is a human or an animal, after all, they are flesh and blood. Flesh and blood. How can metal parts grow? Everyone looked very carefully, and the upper jaw of the swordfish did not have any traces of splicing or acquired processing at all. Of course. This does not mean that it is innate. It may also be that the technology is too good for humans to see. But if that's the case, doesn't that mean that there is science and technology in the battlefield of national fortune? Technology. It is exclusive to intelligent species. So in the battlefield of national fortune, the same intelligent species as humans? Nobody knows. Then Chen Feng walked over. After the Chinese people saw Chen Feng, they all froze. Is great god Chen Feng still following? Chen Feng followed. He should want to maintain the leading advantage of the Dragon Kingdom. Read the violent novel, go to the Fila Novel Network. But how do you create the fourth dungeon? Forget about it. The warriors have been on the road, and since great god Chen Feng has been following all the way, he definitely doesn't have time to conceive and create a fourth dungeon. Why didn't great god Chen Feng go to construct a copy first, and then come to join the group? What is the plan of great god Chen Feng? Who knows? There is some concern in the hearts of the Chinese people. The most important thing is that the copy creates this thing. As soon as the creation fails, the creator of the quest will be obliterated by the Supreme Consciousness. Second, the dungeon is the only way to become stronger. So, copies are the key. But seeing that Chen Feng didn't seem to have set out to create a copy, the people were anxious at that time. Northern Bear Country. The creator of the Dragon Kingdom, why don't you create a copy and follow the warriors of the Dragon Kingdom instead? Could it be that you want to make a time difference, take advantage of the time when players from other countries are creating dungeons, and help the Dragon Kingdom stabilize its advantage first? Killing a wasteland beast requires stepping out of its territory to meet another one. He's so bold, aren't you afraid that the copy won't be completed in the end? Then who knows? Seeing Chen Feng appear, the Northern Bear Kingdom was also surprised. Island nations. Isn't this the creator of the Dragon Kingdom? Why didn't he make a copy? 0 for flowers 0. Could it be that you have exhausted your thoughts, and you don't have the idea of a fourth copy? This player from the Dragon Kingdom is very good. If he is wiped out in the fourth round, then the Dragon Kingdom will be miserable, and it will be a good thing for us. There is a saying in the Dragon Kingdom, Zhang Lang is exhausted. I think he is Zhang Lang is exhausted. The creator of the copy of the Dragon Kingdom knows his own situation, so he will always follow the soldiers, wanting to give the Dragon Kingdom as much advantage as possible before defeat. Yes, it must be. Sci-fi. This can be calculated, it's amazing. The little devils were very excited, and they all thought that the reason why Chen Feng followed was because he had no idea about the fourth dungeon. Eagle Hook Country. The quest creator has been following the soldiers. What kind of plan is this? What other plan can it be? Just want to maintain the advantage. But in this case, it will affect the creation of dungeons. Could it be that the creator of the copy of the Dragon Kingdom can't create a copy anymore? It's very possible. The previous copy of the Dragon Kingdom was so good, it can't be so good all the time. For example, designers, directors, singers. Because a movie, a song, and a piece of clothing exploded, but there was no idea behind it, there are too many such things. Why did he follow the soldiers? It's not that there is no hope in the fourth round, and he wants to rely on the stronghold to expand the ranking tournament to get more national fortunes for the Dragon Kingdom. Ness, we've figured it out. Many countries believe that Chen Feng has exhausted his talents. In fact, this thought is normal. Whether it's a game, a designer, a singer, a director. Many creators have amazed countless people, and most of them have disappeared from everyone. A few of them are also semi-stealthy in the later stage. Moreover, the first 3 dungeons of Dragon Kingdom are too perfect. No matter how powerful a person is, he can't always create such a perfect and powerful copy, right? So, no wonder they think so. For a time, many countries came to the spirit. All along, the Dragon Kingdom has been impeccable, and its strength has made some countries desperate. And now, here's your chance. The creator of the copy of the Dragon Kingdom, Zhang Lang is about to run out. Round 4. It will be an opportunity for the Dragon Kingdom to fall behind. Inside the battlefield of the national games, Chen Feng had already left the screen. And the fighters? Puff. They all jumped into the pool in front of them. Huh, jump in, there's a swordfish in there, it's dangerous. It should be Chen Feng who found something and let them go into the water. But the water is different from the land, the movement is restricted, and it is definitely not as smooth as on the land. We also have water powers, so we should be fine. Hopefully. Global Dungeon, superpower uploaded at the beginning went out of control. Author, the temperature is very low. Chapter 72. Pretty country. The invective outside was incessant. The last straw that broke the camel's back was the buying golden sacred rain and being defrauded incident. In the psychology of the people of the beautiful country, the official of the beautiful country can be described as extremely stupid. And the beautiful country has come to this point because of official decision-making mistakes. Wool. National fortune deduction. The embodied land is either inaccessible or a garbage dump, or it is better not to manifest. So, officials must be held accountable for this. Let's give you an explanation. And the so-called statement, in fact, everyone knows it. Han Palace. Inside the conference room, everyone was silent. It's clear in everyone's heart. If nothing else, an office is about to be replaced. Unless. Next big thing happened. One big enough to make the people forgive and no longer pursue the major things that failed before. But this possibility is only 1% at most. And this 1% possibility also disappeared with the death of no GI. Originally, if the beautiful GI in the national fortune battlefield dies, he can make a plan and have the new GI inform the quest creator. Can. Now, no one was killed in the beautiful country, and there was no need to fill the position. Directly cut off his remedial plan. Alas. 727 sighed heavily, he was ready to leave gloomily. Outside. All eyes are on the Dragon Kingdom. Mainly soldiers from their own country, either treating their wounds or recuperating. At present, there is only one dragon country in action. If you want to see anything else, you don't have to see it. Moreover, everyone wants to know what is going on underwater. And as special forces, whether on the ground or underwater, the warriors of the Dragon Kingdom are no problem. After all, there are more than 20 warriors who are water-based abilities. So underwater, they are like fish in water, no different from on land. As for the rest of the fighters, not a water-based ability? Never mind. Everybody has superpowers. 175 warriors, using super telekinesis together, are also a powerful force that should not be underestimated. Of course. If you don't encounter danger, you don't need it. Because too much use of supermental power will make the spirit very tired, which will affect the state of the whole person. Now, the fighters all went underwater. On the screen, the scenery under the water is also shown. The water is very dark, and some schools of fish can be faintly seen. At the same time, it is also very deep, and you can't see the bottom at all. And the fish with a metal upper jaw that resembles a swordfish. But I didn't see any of them. This made the soldiers very puzzled. Could it be that there was only one swordfish under the entire water? Then, sudden mutation. On the screen, people saw an abyssal maw, which was slowly approaching the warriors, as if it was about to devour the warriors in one gulp. Perhaps from a different perspective, the warriors don't seem to realize that they are already in danger. What the hell is this? It's too big, isn't it? The soldiers didn't see the danger, that's what matters. It's over, the soldiers haven't found out, what can I do? What about great god Chen Feng, does he see danger? I don't know. Great God Chen didn't seem to go down, but he couldn't see where he was. What should I do now? I'm in a hurry. The Chinese people are in a hurry, but they can only do it in a hurry. And the foreigners who saw this scene. Suddenly it's exciting. How big is this wasteland beast? Swallow it in one bite? Swallow everyone in the Dragon Kingdom in one bite? Come on, wasteland beast. If they are annihilated, then the advantage of the Dragon Kingdom will definitely be lost. Good, great. For them, they wish that all the Dragon Kingdom warriors would be eaten. Because it takes time to replenish the quota, it will take nearly a day anyway. Once this happens, then the lead of the Dragon Kingdom will no longer exist. The creator of the copy of the Dragon Kingdom is also Zhang Lang's talent. For the Dragon Kingdom, it can be described as a double whammy. So, these people are so excited. Hurry without rest, trying to stay ahead. A giant beast that can make 200 people undetectable has at least C-level strength, right? I think it's even C+. A wasteland beast of this level, the creator of the copy of the Dragon Kingdom, is probably not an opponent, not to mention that this is still underwater. Under normal circumstances, the elite soldiers who enter the battlefield of the national sports have an average single strength of F level. There are a few powerful ones, at most they are E level, that is, the level of the captain of soldiers in various countries. For example, Yang Yongqiang is almost E and other strengths. And the creators of copies of the countries. The dungeon creators of several powerful countries are basically C level. The creators of quests in the second-tier countries are generally D class. Those who are not yet qualified and have the strength to enter the battlefield of national sports are even lower. So, there was nothing wrong with their judgment. But, can the Dragon Kingdom be the same? If it's the same as other countries, wouldn't Chen be tossed in vain? At this time, bang la la, underwater rapids emerge, and the fighters discover that something is wrong. Next second, darkness was instantaneous. In the sight of outsiders, a head dozens of meters long broke out of the water. What the hell is this? Is a head tens of meters big? How big does this body have to be? Hundreds of meters. According to the proportions, this wasteland beast must be at least 200 meters tall. Good. 200 meters of wasteland beast. What happened to the warriors? Did they get swallowed? It's over, this is swallowed, isn't it 10 deaths? Alas, I'm still in a hurry. Read the violent novel, go to the Fila Novel Network. The starting point is good, and we can't blame the fighters. I don't blame them. 200 soldiers, it's a shame to die like this. Longguo netizens were grief-stricken. 200 fighters, just gone, how can it not be heartbroken? However, the foreigners were very excited. Haha. Eaten. The Dragon Kingdom is going to be wiped out. Pretty smekta. Now the advantages of the Dragon Kingdom are gone. Direct advantages become disadvantages, worthy of the Dragon Kingdom. This operation we can't learn from the island country. Beautiful country, island country, stick country. The most enjoyable to dance. They were ridiculed by Dragon Kingdom netizens before. When they encountered the opportunity to taunt and ridicule the Dragon Kingdom, how could they let it go? Dragon country. The location of the high rise. The white-haired old man clenched his fists and his face tense. The rest of the people were also nervous, and their eyes were full of despair. This. Is it really all annihilated? Not necessarily, not necessarily. If you are devoured by such a large creature, you will not die immediately, and you will have a chance to break out. Yes, it's possible. Is this self-soothing? In fact. Calculate. Because it's a wasteland. It's not a creature on a blue star, and it can't be viewed with common sense. But I can only stabilize myself like this. 0. At this time, the head of the giant beast began to slowly fall. After eating, it is natural to go back underwater. But at this moment, the huge head suddenly shuddered. Well, people are curious. What's wrong with this? Is it because after eating, drink some water and rinse your mouth? Rinse your mouth? It's normal to shake your head. Haha, rinsing your mouth is amazing. The foreigners ridiculed all kinds of things. They didn't feel that they were swallowed by the giant beast and could come out alive. And the netizens of the Dragon Kingdom all looked nervous, looking at the pictures on the screen. The tremor was even greater. The head, which was about to return to the water, suddenly came out of the water again. This time, not only the head, but also a small part of the body also broke out of the water together. The foreigners who used to joke that they were rinsing their mouths also noticed that something was wrong. Who rinses their mouth so much? Instead, it's like, want to throw up? The amplitude and area of the tremor are greater. Even the entire surface of the water is bubbling like boiling water. The number of flutters is increasing, and the amplitude is increasing. Ultimately, poof! Broke above the beast's skull. Big hole. Blood flew out like a fountain, forming a column of blood at least 4 or 5 meters long. What's going on? This. What the hell is going on? The people of the Dragon Kingdom won't get out of danger, right? Impossible. How can you still be alive if you are swallowed by a giant beast? The foreigners had expressions of disbelief on their faces. Seeing this scene, the people of the country were immediately shocked. The warriors aren't dead. They're trying to figure it out. There's a big hole in the head. This wasteland beast should be dead, right? It's hard to say. The previous battles between countries and wasteland beasts, you didn't see it. Some of them lost half their heads and were still alive, and they were still fierce. While the people are discussing. Smack! The head of the giant beast once again broke a large hole. 1.1 Another column of blood of 4 or 5 meters appeared. Poof! 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 1, 2, 3, 4. The head of the giant beast resembles a watermelon that has been poked through countless holes. What the hell is going on? The soldiers of the Dragon Kingdom, are they dead or not? Seeing this scene, all mankind was stunned. Especially the 3 countries of the beautiful country, the stick country, and the stick country. They were so sneering before. If the dragon warriors had survived like this, their faces would have been swollen. Moreover, it doesn't matter if you slap your face or not. The huge lead of the Dragon Kingdom is what everyone is most worried about. Even if everyone agrees that Zhang Lang, the creator of the copy of the Dragon Kingdom, is exhausted, but the previous lead, it is a real deal. In the past 15 days, the Dragon Kingdom players will definitely take a huge lead by giving up creating dungeons to help the soldiers. At that time, even if the 4th dungeon fails to create, at least here in the Stronghold expansion ranking tournament, a large part of the loss will be recovered. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Global Dungeon, superpower uploaded at the beginning went out of control. Author, the temperature is very low. Chapter 73. Burst. 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 The beast's head was riddled with holes. The blood pillars are one after another, and the visual effect is full. Oh my god, the whole surface of the water is stained red. How much blood does it take? Is there so much blood in this giant beast? It's been squirting blood for a few minutes. Even if it's big, it's going to die if you squirt blood for a few minutes, right? Shit, why is your concern so strange? Fake, who cares about how much blood there is, shouldn't they care about whether the people of the Dragon Kingdom are dead or not? But I'm more curious about its HP. You're a special code. You win. You must hold on, and you must digest the soldiers of the Dragon Kingdom before you die. Seeing this scene, foreign netizens were all nervous. Come on. Hold on. Definitely, 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 to defeat the Dragon Nation soldiers. In fact, the countries under the 5 great powers are not so strong. Because if the Dragon Kingdom fails, there are still 4 great powers overhead. The first position is definitely no play. But people in some small countries don't think so, especially those countries that are not yet qualified to enter the battlefield of national fortune. It's to make the Dragon Kingdom fail. It is typical, you are not good, and you can't see the good of others. And the Dragon Kingdom also keeps these people in mind. There is still a long way to go on the battlefield of national fortune, and there will always be a time to meet. When the time comes. Scold. Domestic. Come on, warriors. It's dying, it's going to burp. What the hell, you still don't die after so much blood? Longwo netizens are worried. They could see that it was a war of attrition. It's 0-1 in one breath. If this tone is relaxed, then the army will be defeated. Puff puff puff. At the neck of the giant beast, one blood hole after another began to appear. Blood gushed out of it again. But the behemoth is not sitting still. It threw its head up and roared, and the air fluctuated visible to the naked eye, pouring into its giant mouth from the outside. I'm CAO, this horse is going to lose 800 to itself, and to kill our soldiers. This giant beast is so ruthless. Won't we end up with the same fate? Fuck off your uncle, don't speak if you can't speak, no one treats you as a dumb person. I'm not a curse, I'm afraid. Forum. It smells of gunpowder. But it's normal, because everyone's emotions are tense. In this case, it will be unpleasant to look at anything, and it will not be pleasing to the eye. However, the turnaround has appeared. Syllable. There was a crunch. The head of the beast. Straight down. Yes. It's just falling off the body. Because there are too many bloody holes in the neck of the giant beast, it can no longer bear the weight of the skull. Noda's head fell to the surface of the sea, making a splash like a huge wave. The behemoth had lost its life, and its massive body began to slowly sink. Win. Win. I knew our warriors could defeat it. Dragon Warrior, Invincible, NB. This moment. The people of the country were excited. Fact. This beast is a piece of shit. Shit, it's disappointing to be happy for nothing. Baga. The wasteland beast, a sneak attack can't win the Dragon Kingdom, this wasteland beast must be very weak. It should be smekta. It is estimated that it is also E level, or even F level. The soldiers of the Dragon Kingdom haven't come out yet, won't they die too? Are they all doomed? Possibly. Foreign netizens are also extremely disappointed. But seeing that the warriors of the Dragon Kingdom had not appeared, hope was suddenly ignited again. It doesn't matter if the giant beasts die or not, the main thing is that the warriors of the Dragon Kingdom don't want them to live. Domestic. The people of the country are a little panicked. Although the beast was certain to be dead, the warriors were not to be seen. The beast is dead, where are the warriors? Don't talk nonsense. The warriors should be fine, they just haven't come out yet. Wait. If you can kill this giant beast, it proves that the warriors are still alive. In the anxious gaze of everyone, the corpse of the giant beast was about to sink to the bottom of the water. Moved a little. The corpse moved, did you see it? I saw it. It must have been made by the fighters. Then. A figure emerges from the neck. The man was covered in blood, and he couldn't see his face at all. Puff. The figure jumped into the water. After washing his face, people saw who he was. Captain Yang Yongqiang. Then, another figure emerged from the neck. 2, 3, 4, 5. One after another, the bloody men came out of the neck of the giant beast. Great, great, the warriors are all right, they're all alive. I'm worried about it. A sentence suddenly came to mind, although it is a bit old, although it is abused, it is very suitable for use here. What? How can there be any good years, but someone is carrying the weight for us? Read the violent novel, go to the Fila Novel Network. Grass. There is sand in the eyes of labor. Oops, smoky eyes, tears flowing. Looking at the screen, the warriors were covered in blood, burrowing out of the body of the giant beast. Coupled with the sentence moving forward with weight, many people's eyes are red. How are all well? Nope. No matter what the era. The so-called well-being is that someone is carrying a load. Of the 200 Dragon Kingdom warriors, no one died, not even a single seriously injured, all of them were minor injuries that were not in the way. This situation also shocked everyone. WTF? Was eaten by a giant beast, and no one died, not even a single seriously injured? Are the soldiers of the Dragon Kingdom so strong, or is this giant beast weak? The corpse of the giant beast has also sunk to the bottom of the water, and I can't see what level of wasteland beast it is. I think it should be very weak, just like the three-legged beast encountered in the beautiful country, but it is big, but it is actually a weak chicken. Just when foreigners are talking. The warriors of the Dragon Kingdom once again dived to the bottom of the river and fished up the head of the giant beast. Everyone hurriedly looked. Name, Lord of the Wasteland River. Variety, variant. Level, D+. Features, aggressive, overlord in the water. Comment, the Lord of the River does not leave the current easily, so on land, he will not encounter it. Global shock. Wang Defa, it's actually a D and wasteland beast, how is this possible? The Dragon Kingdom also killed a D and wasteland one-legged bird before, but it seriously injured many people and 2 were dying. If it weren't for the golden holy rain, it is estimated that there would have been heavy casualties, but this time there was not even a serious injury. WTF? Kill a D and wasteland beast without even a single serious injury. A group of foreigners shouted that it was impossible. But the truth is here, and it doesn't matter if you believe it or not. Dragon Country. Netizens collectively boiled. NB. Our warriors are so strong that they are close to killing D+ class wasteland beasts without injury. The fighters are really good, but you can't blow it so brainlessly. You say I'm brainless, come on, you give me an explanation. Okay, then I'll explain it to you. Forget it, I'll make a separate post, you can come and see. Soon. A post of "There is a reason why no one was seriously injured in the Warrior Gate" appeared. 1. The Lord of the River is the outside, but fragile on the inside. The Lord of the River swallowed the warriors into his belly, but instead exposed his weakness to the other party. Of course. It doesn't know about the 200 warriors of the Dragon Kingdom. All of them will be superpowered. 2. Super telekinesis. 200 people use telekinesis together, this is a force that should not be underestimated. Under the superpowered telekinesis, the internal organs of the Lord of the River, especially the brain, were severely damaged by the warriors. So at the cost of minor injuries, he killed a D+ level wasteland beast. What a coincidence. If someone without mental power is eaten, there is only one end, death. If the warriors were not eaten and chose to face the Lord of the River, they would definitely suffer heavy casualties. That's why I said that this can only be regarded as a coincidence, and it is a coincidence specially prepared for the warriors of the Dragon Kingdom. Now, do you understand? I'm CAO. Reasonable, absolutely reasonable. NB, landlord. The landlord's analysis is good, but there is something wrong. Which point? 270. This is not a coincidence, but Chen Feng was far-sighted and designed in advance. Although I know that Chen Feng is awesome, but he doesn't have a brainless embarrassment, right? I'm brainless and embarrassed. Come on, I'll open another post to explain to you. Soon. A post from the soldiers approaching no injuries and killing D and wasteland beasts, to analyze how far-sighted the great god Chen Feng is appeared. The content of the post. Not as long as the previous ones. The great god Chen Feng created super runaway, so the soldiers have super mental power. Of course, if that's all there is to it, it can be considered a coincidence. But before that, Chen Feng said something to the soldiers, although he couldn't hear what it was, but the soldiers then went into the water. Then, the warriors met the Lord of the River. We have all discovered the Lord of the River, how can the warriors not find out? So, all of this is Chen Feng's plan. Pretend not to find out that it was swallowed, and then attack it from the inside. With this hand, isn't it normal for me to blow Chen Feng's great god? Am I? Netizens were stunned again. If you think about it, that's true. 66,666. Landlord, you are really fine. It's too fine. Although the great god Chen Feng is awesome, our fighters are also very strong, especially in the acting skills, which are definitely at the actor level. What's the matter with acting again? Don't believe me? Come on, I'll open a post and tell you in detail. Netizens. Stop, no nesting dolls. Don't analyze, let's stop. This topic cannot go on anymore. Otherwise, can cause countless posts. Then, the voice of the Supreme Consciousness resounded. The Dragon Kingdom successfully killed the Lord of the Wasteland River and received the following rewards. 1. Add 5% for national fortunes. 250 times the main realm of the Wasteland River. 3. Gain 10 experience, which can be used to upgrade the stronghold. Global Dungeon, superpower uploaded at the beginning went out of control. Author, the temperature is very low. Chapter 74. The voice of the Supreme Consciousness resounded in everyone's ears. The Chinese people are naturally full of joy, and the foreigners are depressed. 2 days. Twice embodied. 2 wastelands. 2-0 stronghold experience. This lead exceeded everyone's expectations. In the eyes of many countries, the competition in the stronghold expansion ranking competition should be fierce, and it is difficult to give up. In short, everyone is looking forward to a game of dragons and tigers. Results. On the first day of the Dragon Kingdom, he was the first to kill a wasteland beast. And not a single person was killed. Fortunately, other countries have also killed the first wasteland beast one after another. Well, everyone is on the same page. Results. While other countries were resting, the Dragon Kingdom began to act again. The dead of other countries have not yet been made up, and the Dragon Kingdom has already stepped out of the wasteland three-legged beast territory. When the people of the other countries began to move, the Dragon Kingdom once again slew a wasteland beast. And it seems that the national soldiers do not intend to rest. Because the warriors of the Dragon Kingdom have already embarked on their journey. Then when the others find the second wasteland beast, will the Dragon Kingdom kill the third? What is outrageous? It's outrageous. How else to play? The fart. Fortunately, the creator of the copy of the Dragon Kingdom seems to have exhausted Zhang Lang's talent. Because many people saw that Chen Feng once again kept up with the soldiers of the Dragon Kingdom. Leading. Then let the Dragon Kingdom take the lead for the time being. What else can I do? Who let the family have the golden holy rain and not have to go back to treat the wounded? It can't be helped. Moreover, no one can say for sure. What if a country emerges? None of this is exact. National Fortune Battlefield. Chen Feng is checking the information of the stronghold. Level, 1v1, 0/100. Capacity, 200 people, quest creators are not counted. Buildings, 1, the treehouse you build, which can be destroyed/discarded for reconstruction, can be built anywhere, but the total area cannot be larger than 10,000 square meters. Rest, not open. Tip, upgrade your stronghold level as soon as possible to unlock more features. Oh. Chen Feng raised his eyebrows. In the previous level line, there was no 0/100 prompt. But now there's this tip. Is it because you don't have any previous experience? You have to kill 10 wasteland beasts to get 100 XP. Chen Feng muttered to himself in his heart, and then continued to think. No. Not necessarily. Kill the powerful wasteland beast to gain more experience. At this rate, it's only a matter of time before you encounter a C-class wasteland beast. But the fighters can't beat the C-level wasteland yet, and if they encounter it, I can only make a move. But it's better not to show your strength for the time being. Come to think of it, Chen Feng tried to look at the outside world again. Outcome. I can't see anything. Since the beginning of the Stronghold expansion ranking tournament, the quest creator has lost the ability to watch the outside world at will. For the fourth copy, the frame is all set. Chen Feng muttered in his heart, so you can create it now. The replica creator can be carried with you or placed in a colony. But there is a difference between the two. Take it with you. Once the quest creator dies, the quest creator will be lost and left unowned. In this state, it can be picked up by the creator of the quest from another country. And once you pick up a copy creator from another country, you can make a copy of it. After copying, you can also destroy the other person's copy. Above. It is a disadvantage to carry around. And the upside, you can create copies anytime, anywhere, and have a pause-like function. Placed in a stronghold. Even if the quest creator dies, the quest creator will not be ownerless. And it cannot be touched by people outside the country. Above. It is good to be placed in a base. And the downside, there's no pause-like feature. So, except for Chen Feng, no one dared to take the replica creation device out. The main thing is the fear of encountering a powerful wasteland beast. In case you die, the quest creator will be picked up by players from other countries. Well, basically, the country can be declared annihilated. Even if the copy is not destroyed, there is no possibility of creating a new one. Others are getting stronger and stronger, but you are standing still. Ultimately, if you don't destroy it, who will you destroy? Outside. See the dragon warriors who continue to hurry. Everyone's eyelids are jumping. Fak. Yaga. West 8. Don't you warriors of the Dragon Kingdom need to rest? Are all of your dragon warriors Iron Men? But when they thought of the Dragon Kingdom, there was a great possibility that they would fail in the fourth round of creation, and they felt a little better in their hearts. If you read a violent novel, go to Fila Novel Network. Thinking that the fourth round of dungeon creation in the Dragon Kingdom will fail is not a conjecture, nor is it that they comfort themselves, but there is full evidence. Our dungeon creators are all working hard. You Dragon Country dungeon creators, follow the soldiers of your own country. Where is the time to create dungeons? So he can only be the creator of the copy of the Dragon Kingdom, and he has already given up on himself. Let you get ahead, let you be happy, wait until the Stronghold expansion ranking tournament is over, and see how you Dragon Kingdom cry. Yes. The Stronghold expansion ranking tournament is important, but as long as it doesn't end in the bottom 3, it's the creation of the 4th dungeon that really matters. The copy is the foundation of the country. The rest must stand aside. Beautiful country netizens. The Dragon Kingdom has gone in the wrong direction, and the dungeon is the most important thing. Who says it's not? When the 4th round is over, I really want to see the desperate expressions of the dragon people. I have a friend who is a hacker, and when the time comes, I'll ask him to repost some posts on the Dragon Kingdom forum, and everyone will be happy together. That's okay, you must reprint it? Well, definitely. Eaglehook Country netizen. The people of the Dragon Kingdom are indeed very diligent, but the direction of their efforts is wrong, and no matter how diligent they are, it will be in vain. I don't focus on dungeons, but I focus on expanding the rankings in the base. The people of the Dragon Kingdom are indeed diligent, but they are really stupid. Haha. Don't tell the truth, Xiao Jai Jun. Netizens of island countries. This is a broken brain, Smecta our stick country, we can't mistake the center of gravity. Definitely not. The IQ of our people is the best in the world. I'm still relieved of this. Stick country netizen. Next. The screen of the beautiful country has a new movement. They have stepped out of the territory of the wasteland trios. Not far ahead. It turned out to be a world of ice and snow. Looking at the ice and snow not far away, everyone was a little confused. The territory of the wasteland tripped is indeed a garbage dump, but the climate is not winter. According to the temperature, it is just the beginning of autumn, and the weather is still a little hot. Then, a soldier of the beautiful country took 2 steps forward. Snowflakes immediately fell on his body, and his sweat-soaked hair quickly formed a layer of frost. This scene, stunned by all the attention of the world. One side is hot, the other side is cold, ice and fire, 2 heavens. I suspect you're driving, and there's plenty of evidence. It's not a matter of temperature difference, isn't the battlefield of national fortune not one world, but multiple worlds spliced? Huh, brother, you're a good idea. According to the Supreme Consciousness anti-heaven means, it can be done completely. It could also be that in this ice and snow world, there is a powerful wasteland beast that can change the climate. Longwo netizens discussed it and put forward a lot of interesting and worthwhile points. Nani, the sun is shining and the sky is covered with ice and snow. Sikuyi. It's amazing. Is this the handiwork of Supreme Consciousness? It's too strong. Netizens in the island country were shocked, but few people thought deeply. WTF? It's summer here, it's winter over there. It's so artistic. Inspiration is coming, I'm inspiring. A certain painter. Is it just the terrain, or is there another reason? Be careful. Netizens in the beautiful country feel that something is wrong, and they always feel that there is a big danger in this beautiful ice and snow world. Such a strange weather. I think there is definitely a big danger in this ice and snow world. Hey, bro, we too think the same. Fortunately, we didn't meet it, and it has nothing to do with us when we meet the beautiful country. The beautiful country is so arrogant, it's good for them to suffer. Netizens in Eaglehook country are the same, they all feel that there is danger in the ice and snow world. But not what they encountered, they naturally did not worry. Wow! It's so beautiful, Smecta. I really want to check in here, it's so beautiful, right? Do you want to check in here? Are you crazy, King Lees? Aren't you afraid of death? So I'm just talking. When you look at beautiful things, there are often dangers. Stick country netizen. National Fortune battlefield. All the soldiers of the beautiful country walked into the ice and snow world. If you don't want to go, you have to go. Unless you are willing to waste your time, Go from the northernmost position to the westernmost position. But time waits for no one. This back and forth, at least a day is gone. So, not to mention the ice and snow world. Even if there is a mountain of swords and a sea of fire in front of them, they have to move forward. Whew. The soldiers of the beautiful country can't freeze, they don't resist frost in the first place. After walking more than 10 kilometers, I finally found a cave. The beautiful soldier hurriedly walked into the cave and began to light a fire to keep warm. What the hell is this weather, is it too cold? Don't complain, no matter how bad the weather is, we have to keep going. Then, woo 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 both. A sound similar to a wolf's howl came from afar. The soldiers of the beautiful country stiffened, and the first thing they thought of was, wolves. Global Dungeon, superpower uploaded at the beginning went out of control. Author, the temperature is very low. Chapter 75. Wolves. The pretty soldier encounters a pack of wolves. As we all know, encountering wolves in the snow is undoubtedly a terrible thing. Because of the large number of wolves, they cooperate to hunt, and as long as the Wolf King does not die, the wolves will not retreat. Let alone. This is the wolf pack in the battlefield of national fortune. It's definitely going to be hard. Fake, 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 we've met wolves. The captain of the soldiers of the beautiful country scolded a few words, and then shouted, "All inject alchemy potions, the same as the previous one." Yes sir. Dozens of soldiers of the beautiful country immediately took out the alchemy potion and began to inject. Outside. Huh, aren't you resting? Why did you suddenly inject the alchemy potion? I couldn't hear the sound and had no idea what was going on. Looking at the nervous appearance of the soldiers, could it be that they have encountered a powerful wasteland beast? The situation on the screen also made beautiful netizens nervous. Soon, the enemy has appeared. Wolf. A pack of wolves. There were probably 30 wolves in this pack. Every wolf is the size of a cow. Their fur is pure white, blending in with the snow and ice. And the most shocking thing is that 170 is still the last white wolf. Not only was it at least 3 tall, but it also had a bunch of wings on its back. Wolf King. I'm Nima, what kind of wolf is this? Not only is it so big, but it also has wings. In the face of such a wolf pack, how can our soldiers fight? Beautiful netizens exclaimed. Now, the battle is on. The beautiful soldiers of the country who have been drugged don't know what fear is at all. One by one, they took the initiative to attack, as if they wanted to kill the sharp spirit of the wolves. But wolves are strong because they have tactics. The Wolf King whined, and more than 30 wolves immediately dispersed, dodging the impact of the soldiers of the beautiful country. Their predator's purpose is simple, to try not to get hurt as much as possible. Because once injured, or they can heal on their own, or abandoned by the wolves. This is the survival rule of this wolf pack. After dodging the first attack of the soldiers of the beautiful country, the wolves, under the arrangement of the Wolf King, began a counterattack. The number of wolves is not as large as that of the soldiers of the beautiful country. But their strength is stronger than that of the soldiers of the beautiful country. On average, every wolf has reached F+. The Wolf King with wings has even reached the D rank. Then, on the side of the Fasci, a second wasteland beast was also encountered. The Templars encountered a large anaconda. The other side. On the Eagle Hook country's side, he also encountered a second wasteland beast. The Knights of the Round Table encounter a flying animal of an unknown breed. The other side. On the side of the Northern Bear country, he also encountered a second wasteland beast. The Beast Warriors encountered a two-headed beast of unknown breed. The island nation has once again regrouped and is ready to fight the ferret again. On the Stick country's side, he also encountered a second wasteland beast. Burrito country, maple leaf country, automobile country. Almost all of the nations have encountered a second wasteland beast. I'm CAO, did they agree to fight the second wasteland beast together? God has made a promise. Can you still make an appointment for such a thing? Don't mention it first, there are so many big dramas, I look dazzled, I don't know which one to watch. Who's to say it isn't? If our warriors encounter a third wasteland beast, I'm sure I'll be watching us, but then the screen of the Dragon Kingdom lit up. If you read a violent novel, go to Feel a Novel Network. People. I'm CAO, your mouth has been opened, haven't you? Big brother, what did you eat today? I just said casually when I stepped on the horse, who would have thought that our warriors would be so fast? You don't have to choose now, just look at our screen. That's for sure. This day, people across the globe are busy. Look at this, look at that, your eyes are almost over. As some people say, Abby, the countries that are eligible to enter the battlefield of national fortune are as if they were agreed. In an hour, they had already encountered the wasteland beast. This is something that no one expected. And most importantly, the Dragon Kingdom slays the Lord of the Wasteland River. It's only been a few hours. It's only 4 or 5 hours at most. This has found the third wasteland beast. It's normal for the rest of the countries to encounter wasteland beasts, but what is the speed of the Dragon Kingdom? This is too fast, right? In a few hours, you ran out of the territory of the Lord of the River. Didn't you pay attention, did you? The River Lord's territory is underwater, so just climb over that waterfall to calculate its territory. Oh, that's not that big, is it? It doesn't look big on land, but it's not necessarily underwater. Dragon Country. The location of the high-rise. I saw the dragon warriors fighting on the screen. The white-haired old man sighed and said, "Don't be so anxious, really don't be so anxious." They. Jojian also sighed, "I want to do my best to make the Dragon Kingdom rank first in this ranking competition." Alas. The white-haired old man sighed again. He understood the thoughts of the fighters, and at the same time felt sorry for them. Jojian said at this time, "It's really strange that so many countries have encountered wasteland beasts today." "Strange, it's not strange," the white-haired old man said in a solemn tone, "even if it's a coincidence, it can't be such a coincidence, right?" Jojian's heart moved, and he asked in a low voice, "What do you mean?" The white-haired old man said lightly, "It should be deliberately arranged by the Supreme Consciousness. Deliberately arranged, Jojian frowned, "Supreme Consciousness, why is it arranged like this?" The white-haired old man shook his head and said, "I can't guess the specific reason, but there must be a reason for doing this." Hearing this, Jojian's heart also became uneasy. Nowadays, the situation in the Dragon Kingdom can be said to be very good. The increase in the fortune of the country is not only in numbers, but also represents the luck of the entire national dragon. Many Chinese people are starting to get lucky. Work, study, love, etc., are all smooth sailing. In this case, even if something big happens, the Dragon Kingdom should be able to get through it. Now, a screen captures the attention of the world. On the side of the stick country, negative points. They managed to kill the first wasteland, but they were defeated by the second wasteland. Dozens of soldiers of the stick country were gnawed to pieces by a large rat with 2 tails, and finally 11 corpses were left to flee in embarrassment. Tisk, this big rat, at most can't do it in the stick country. Yo, isn't this the country of sticks? I haven't seen you for a few hours, so it's been pulled. Yin and yang are weird, you are really strong. Big brothers, teach me how to be yin and yang, don't you? I want to learn it, go to the stick country forum to fight the heroes. This is not simple. Come, add my friends, and I guarantee that you will be a teacher overnight. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Global Dungeon, superpower uploaded at the beginning went out of control. Author, the temperature is very low. Chapter 76. National Fortune Battlefield. Chen Feng frowned. Unbeknownst to him, the rest of the nations had encountered the wasteland. But as soon as he left the territory of the Lord of the River, he encountered the next wasteland beast. Is it a coincidence? Just happened to meet this wasteland beast, hunting on the edge of the territory? But isn't it too much of a coincidence? Whew! The wasteland sky fox on the side let out a comfortable cry. Well, it has been following Chen Feng. At first, it didn't want to come, it was forced by Chen Feng to come. Later, I can't get rid of it. Because it can eat the corpses of the wastelands that the warriors killed. How to improve the strength of the wasteland beast? Engulf. That is, to eat. Eat the treasures of heaven and earth, eat other wasteland beasts, and eat everything with energy. Therefore, after eating the corpses of the two wasteland beasts, the strength of the wasteland sky fox has already faintly shown some signs of breakthrough. The wasteland sky fox is originally a D-end wasteland beast, and it will become after breaking through. What is the strength of the C-rank wasteland beast? Unknown. Because I have encountered it so far. Not far away. The fighters were caught in a bitter battle. Their opponent this time is also a fox with a snow-white body. This snow fox is extremely fast, and many of the warriors' attacks miss, and it is difficult to hit it. But the snow fox relied on the advantage of speed and constantly injured the soldiers. Fortunately, the size of the snow fox is not large, otherwise if this claw goes down, a warrior will lose his combat effectiveness. But even then, the fighters were miserable. Chen Feng stroked the wasteland sky fox and said lightly, "The white fox in the distance, is it your distant relative?" The wasteland sky fox was stunned for a moment, and then shook his head arrogantly, his eyes were quite disdainful. It seems to say, "Please don't compare me to that white fox, that's an insult to me." Subsequently, "Since it's not your distant relative," Chen Feng said in a mocking tone, "then go over and talk to it, see if you can make it not fight back, don't dodge, just stand in place and wait for death." The wasteland sky fox stood up, huh. Next second, Su. It sped fast toward the battlefield. Outside, the Chinese people are very worried about it. Damn, this snow fox is too cunning to fight the warriors at all. It can't be helped, it's too fast for the fighters to hit it. If it goes on like this, something is going to go wrong. Where's God Chen Feng? Hurry up and help. Great God Chen Feng should be studying the copy. Don't you all say that Chen Feng is the great God Zhang Longke? Ahem, you don't have any ideas, that's why you follow the warriors. There's nothing to shy away from. Even if Chen Feng's great God Zhang Lang is exhausted, we shouldn't, can't, and are not qualified to say anything. The Dragon Kingdom can have the current lead, all of which is the credit of the great God Chen Feng. Even if the fourth round of dungeon creation fails, he is also the hero of our Dragon Kingdom. That's right. Great God Chen Feng is the hero of our Dragon Kingdom. Whoever hacks him, I dare him to do it. Take me one. This time, foreigners did not gloat. Because the situation of their soldiers is not much better for the warriors of the Dragon Kingdom. Especially the GIs of the beautiful country, the pressure from the wolves is very high, and the GIs of the beautiful country have seriously injured several people. And the wolves have only lost a wolf. And the French side of Spain is not comfortable either. The Templars had already paid the price, 1 dead and 4 mortally wounded. And the python they faced was only slightly injured. The Eaglehook country also suffered a lot of losses. The Knights of the Round Table have killed 2 people and seriously injured 7. The unknown flying creature, with one of its wings discounted. Although it is no longer able to fly, its combat effectiveness is still very strong. There has been progress on the island side. At the cost of 6 dead and 10 seriously wounded. Finally succeeded in beating the ferret to a serious injury, but the ferret obviously still had the strength to fight. Northern Bear Country. A fierce group of 2-headed and 4-armed giant beasts. Most of the soldiers were killed and wounded, but the 2-headed and 4-armed beast was also the last of the crossbows. Maple Leaf Country, Automobile Country, Arab 3 Kingdoms, Stick Country. All countries, all in a bitter war. National Fortune Battlefield. The warriors of the Dragon Kingdom are on fire. Snow Fox has always relied on its speed and kept talking to them. You can't beat the other party, but the other party can reach yourself. Every warrior has wounds on his body, large and small. Although the injury is not serious, it can't add up to a lot. Then, "Whew!" Another fox cry came. The warriors immediately chuckled in their hearts. A snow fox is so difficult, if there is another one. Beat. And a fart. It is definitely necessary to retreat strategically first. But when I looked back, I found that it was Chenfeng's great god who had subdued it, the Wasteland Sky Fox. Wasteland Sky Fox, whew. With this howl, the soldiers were stunned to find that the snow fox was lying on the ground trembling like a mouse seeing a cat, and did not dare to move. The warriors were stunned for a moment, then looked at the Wasteland Sky Fox. I saw that the Wasteland Sky Fox looked arrogant, and there was only contempt in the eyes of the Snow Fox. Wasteland Sky Fox, whew. Snow Fox, huh. Wasteland Sky Fox, whew. The Snow Fox lay down again, tucking his head into his front legs, looking like he was ready to be slaughtered. The Wasteland Sky Fox looked at the warriors and motioned for them to step forward and kill the Snow Fox. Warriors, if you read a violent novel, go to Fila Novel Network. Wasteland Sky Fox, whew. Well. It was urging the warriors to hurry up. Yang Yongqiang didn't ink either, and immediately ordered the soldiers to do it. Wow! With a wail, blood stained the ground red. Snow Fox. Death. This scene, look at the stupid people. What's going on? Could it be that this is the legendary bloodline suppression? The clip is yes. It seems that the Wasteland Sky Fox was sent by great god Chenfeng to assist the warriors. It's just a little snow fox, it's not worth Chenfeng's shot. And this situation has attracted the attention of other countries. WTF? What level is this Wasteland Sky Fox? Snow Fox is so scared. That's not right, isn't it? Shouldn't all the wasteland beasts that appeared at the beginning be weak? You have to ask God about this. Oh no, I'm going to ask the Supreme Consciousness. Don't ask, the Dragon Kingdom has already killed 3 wasteland beasts. Beautiful country netizens. Nanny, they're all foxes, why are snow foxes so afraid of wasteland sky foxes? In terms of distance, the deeper the wasteland beast, the stronger the strength. What is the situation? What the hell is going on? Our second wasteland beast is still fighting, the Dragon Kingdom has already killed the third, and no one has been killed yet. Yaga, it's so infuriating. Netizens of island countries. Walter, even if there is bloodline suppression, it can't be suppressed so strongly, right? Zero begging for flowers. Fake. The lead of the Dragon Kingdom has accelerated again, and we must hurry up too. The wasteland sky fox that the creator of the Dragon Kingdom copy has subdued, it really helps a lot. They can subdue the wastelands, can we? Eaglehook country netizen. Then. The voice of the Supreme Consciousness resounded all over the world. The Dragon Kingdom successfully kills the wasteland snow fox and obtains the following rewards. 1. Add 5% for national fortunes. 2. 100 times embodied wasteland snow fox territory. 3. Gain 10 colony XP. Hearing the voice of supreme consciousness shocked the whole world. The speed of the Dragon Kingdom is really worthy of its name. The rest of the nations are still fighting with the second wasteland beast. The Dragon Kingdom has already successfully killed the third wasteland beast. This speed is desperate. Now, everyone is fighting hard. There are countries that have been defeated and fled in all directions by the wasteland beasts. For example, the country of Styx. Once again, they were defeated. With more than 90% casualties, he finally got rid of the wasteland. For example, the new country. They were all gone, and the wastelands were only lightly wounded. For example, Pakistan. They were also wiped out this time by the Chinese people who became Pakistani Railway. Moreover, or all the same, although all the soldiers of Pakistan were killed, so did the wasteland beasts they encountered. Although it was only the first wasteland beast to be killed, it was a big leap forward for them. As a result, it became the second country to kill the wasteland beasts after the Dragon Kingdom. Then, the voice of the Supreme Consciousness resounded again. If you successfully kill the wasteland antelope, you will receive the following rewards. 1. Add 2% for national fortunes. 2. 10 times the manifestation of the Emperor's demon territory. 3. Gain 5 colony XP. Well, not much is gained. But this is already a historic step forward for Pakistan. At this moment, the whole country of Pakistan was cheering. And the netizens of Longwo, who have a friendly relationship with Pakistan, also congratulated one after another. Pakistan, come on. Yes, come on. BATI 6666. The second one has completed the kill, and it is already very hanging. And netizens from other countries. I'm in a hurry. Pakistan has successfully killed the wasteland beasts, and we haven't settled the battle yet. Fack. What are you eating? It's not as good as the Dragon Kingdom, it's not even as good as the BA Kingdom. Dragon Country. The location of the high-rise. The white-haired old man laughed and said. The wasteland sky fox that Chen Feng subdued really played a key role. Xiaozhou, you. Why do you have so heavy dark circles? Facing the white-haired old man's inquiry, Zhou Jian said with a wry smile, the movement is too big, I didn't sleep well. The white-haired old man was stunned and asked, what's too much movement? Gu Xian, Zhou Jian yawned, and then said, Gu Xian's movement is too big, I have a light sleep, so I. The white-haired old man said angrily, why, such a great good thing is not as good as your sleep. Zhou Jian said aggrievedly, I didn't say that it can't be compared, I'm just. Boom. The entire Dragon Kingdom began to shake again. Because it's going to be embodied again. At the same time, there was also information passed back. 1. The realm of the Lord of the Wasteland River has been manifested. 2. The embodiment of the Wasteland Snow Fox is actually at the mouth of Chongming Island in the Magic Capital. Global Dungeon, superpower uploaded at the beginning went out of control. Author, the temperature is very low. Chapter 77. Seeing the information that came back. The territory of the Wasteland Snow Fox is actually Chongming Island. The white-haired old man was a little stunned, it's okay, it's an island after all. At this time, one of them asked, then do you want to evacuate the people on the island first and reassign them to live in the new world? The white-haired old man did not answer, but asked. Would you rather leave the home that you have lived in for many years and that your neighbors are familiar with, or a home that will soon take shape? The person was stunned for a moment, and then smiled bitterly, I'm sorry, I was abrupt. The white-haired old man smiled, sat down and said, "Okay, that's the case of Chongming Island. The territory of the Lord of the River has already carried out preliminary exploration. A couple of agricultural professors were in there and found something. A poverty-stricken county. It is one of the poorest counties in the country. It's not official inaction, it's the topographical reasons here. Perennial natural disasters have greatly affected farmers' harvests. And the realm of the Lord of the River manifests here. Ecstasy. Whether it's the local authorities or the local farmers, it's all ecstasy. They don't need to be embodied in the field, they want to change the natural environment here. Generally speaking, the territory of normal wasteland beasts is almost all treasured land. And this is not normal. Well, 187 is like the three-legged beast territory in the stronghold of the beautiful country. That's a garbage dump. Far from bringing any benefits, it will seriously affect the surrounding natural environment. But at the moment, it's all different. 10. Mudslides don't exist anymore. Due to the manifestation of the territory of the Lord of the River, the crops planted by the farmers matured early, and the harvest increased dozens of times. This phenomenon immediately attracted the attention of agricultural professors. The embodiment of nature is rich in resources, but dozens of times the harvest? How is this possible? So some of the agricultural professors reported to the authorities, asking them to follow the warriors and explore the embodiment of the Lord of the River. Soon, this debriefing was approved. Embodied in the field. The manifestation of the Lord of the River, there are many water sources, and the waterfall is also manifested. And what makes people wonder is, there are more than one or two places in the Dragon Kingdom, so it can be regarded as a lot of experience in exploring this area. But this time is different. Some people were stunned to find that the embodiment did not occupy any area of this county. That is to say, the land area of this county has increased. Doesn't that mean that the earth has become bigger? Yes, it's the earth that has gotten bigger. Quick, report it, report this news, and let the geographer come and spy on it. It's been reported. In the afternoon of the same day, agricultural professors and geographers arrived at the site one after the other. Embodied in the field. An agriculture professor is doing an experiment. The content of the experiment is simple. After surveying, a suitable soil was found for planting. Then in this soil, plant some grain seeds, and keep an eye on the seeds. If the normal process is followed, it takes a certain amount of time for the seeds to germinate from planting in the ground. So these agricultural professors, after planting these seeds in the ground, left the embodied field. But they're not going back to be idle. Instead, he brought some embodied soil and water with him. I was going to go to the laboratory in the county town and use the equipment I brought with me to conduct the test. Take a closer look at what is different about the soil in the realm of the River King. And just as they were going back, experts from the Ministry of Water Resources also arrived at the scene. Because according to the reaction of the local people, after someone drinks the water of the Lord of the River's territory, he will be cured immediately if he dares to catch a cold. So it has to be checked. Experts from the Ministry of Water Resources are surveying the water quality. After a simple laboratory test on the spot. Hey, the water quality here is even faster than the water source that appeared before. What's the water quality? 0. What is the difference between the water and distilled water? But it is rich in hair minerals. How is that possible? Elder Li, look. After Li Lao read it, he was immediately shocked. Water with a water quality of 0 is not only rich in minerals, but also many unknown substances. These unknown substances have never been recorded. Boss Li was shocked and said, "It's not that the water quality is 0, it's that our machine can't detect its water quality." Or, Our equipment is not worthy of testing the water here. All. Yes. Is this worthy or unworthy? Li Lao, quick, fill up the water, go back and study it carefully. Assistant, okay, Mr. Li. The equipment at the site was not perfect, and the people from the Ministry of Water Resources were ready to bring the water and return to the laboratory to study it carefully. The other side. Geological surveyors, testing the situation. Amazing. It's like a patch of land that has been sewn up, but you can't see the slightest trace. Quick, go back and report. After professional survey. Earth. It's really a little bigger. And this embodied place is the evidence. If you read a violent novel, you can go to feel a novel network. The two continents before the Dragon Kingdom were both land reclamation. The embodiment of the Dragon Kingdom before it was also a local transformation. And this time it is the direct expansion of the land, and it is the supreme consciousness that directly. The earth. Expanded. This discovery is enough to shock everyone. Laboratory. Professors of agriculture have also made discoveries. There's a lot of stuff in this soil that we've never seen before, and it's a substance that makes plants grow fast. Elder son from the Ministry of Agriculture said, quick, send someone to the field to see how the seeds we planted are doing. Yes. Go see it now. It's only been less than 3 hours since I've been back, so no matter how fast it is, can't it be so fast? However, Sun Lao spoke, and they didn't dare not go. So he sent someone to the place of embodiment. Not long. Grow. Grow. A young man wearing glasses rushed in and said, Elder son, the crop seeds we planted. Because he was running so fast, he was panting a little hard, and he couldn't speak coherently. In order not to make everyone anxious, he handed over the phone. In the phone, there are photos taken by him. The crowd looked at it, and then. SHHH. This. This soil is amazing, isn't it? They grow wheat seeds. The emergence period of wheat is about a week. But the wheat on the mobile phone has not only emerged, but also reached the tillering stage. It's incredible, one was shocked, and then said, at this time, the wheat will be ripe in a month. Sun Lao shook his head and said, I'm afraid I won't even need it for a month. But soon the overwintering period will be reached 0. Will the wheat seedlings in the field be affected by the overwintering period? So. Xiao Wang, help me clean up. While the wheat was ripe, I lived in the field. Belch. Everyone was stunned. Xiao Wang hurriedly persuaded, old son, you are in your 80s, you can't burn your body bones, let me go. I'm young and strong, I'm not afraid to boil. Sun Lao said angrily, get out, old man, I'm in good health. Hurry up and clean up my things. Xiao Wang. The rest. Sun Lao is a notoriously stubborn old man. Once he has identified something, no one can persuade him to come back. In desperation, Xiao Wang had no choice but to pack his things and prepare to accompany Sun Lao, which could be regarded as staying to take care of Sun Lao. The location of the high-rise. Seeing the reports one after another, the white-haired old man was shocked. The earth expands. The soil in the field is suspected to advance the harvest time by 90%. The water source in the field has been detected to treat some diseases such as colds, fevers, coughs, etc. Embodied in place? No. It's a treasure trove. The white-haired old man put down the report in his hand and muttered to himself in his heart. This embodied. We must protect it, and we must not mine indiscriminately. What the white-haired old man values most is the water source in the field. The reason why the Dragon Kingdom has such a lead is because of the golden holy rain that can live and die flesh and bones. But the golden rain is a consumable, and it will run out one day. What should I do when the golden rain is exhausted? And now, The water source in the embodied field appeared. Although the current tests can only treat some diseases, no one can say whether they can treat other diseases and injuries. Thinking of this, the white-haired old man sighed again. With Chen Feng, it should be the luck of the Dragon Kingdom. National Fortune Battlefield. Countries have already decided the winners. 22 out of 32 nations managed to kill the wasteland. The remaining 10 countries were either wiped out or suffered heavy casualties. At the same time, 22 countries began to increase their national fortunes and obtain a place of realization. At this moment, the whole earth is trembling 4.1 times. After the appearance of the embodiment, scientists in many countries have discovered one thing: the earth has become bigger. And the news quickly spread. People all over the world knew about it and began to discuss it at the National Games Forum. I'm CAO. The earth has actually become bigger. Really, how is this possible? Don't say that the earth is growing, even if it gets smaller. I'm not curious. Are you doubting the means of supreme consciousness? There's no doubt about this. If this continues, the earth will increase infinitely, and the gravitational force will also increase. Will there be any problems at that time? That's a good question. I don't understand it, but damn, I don't understand what else you have. But I know that with supreme meaning, gravity will not be a problem. What the? Why, you ask? How do I know? If I want to know the answer, I will ask supreme meaning for myself. What do you say? It makes sense. Ha ha, ha. I think so too. You. 1. Global Dungeon, superpower uploaded at the beginning went out of control. Author, the temperature is very low. Chapter 78. Domestic. About the manifestation of the Lord's territory of the river. There are rumors of their own. The reason for these rumors is: some people say that their family members are sick. I was about to get medicine to eat, but I found that I was suddenly cured, and it was better to drink water from the field. Some people say that they have a serious cold these days. I wanted to get medicine to eat, but I drank the water in the field, and I was cured of a cold that night. Some people say, if it's just 1 or 2 people saying it, it's probably a made-up story. But more and more people are talking about it, and they all say that their home lives near the place where the Lord of the River is embodied. On this, the moderators checked the IPs of these people. The IP address is indeed near the place where the Lord of the River manifests. Time. Various rumors appeared on the forum. It has caused a lot of discussion among netizens. The water source of the Lord of the River can really cure diseases. Isn't that the same effect as the golden rain? Even if it can really cure diseases, it can't replace the golden holy rain. I didn't say substitution, I said it had the same effect. Well, this one is down. But now the question is it true or false? Then I don't know. In the discussion of netizens, the official suddenly issued a notice. After professional exploration and survey, we found the following problems at the place where the Lord of the River is present. 1. The original land area is not occupied. You can understand that the earth is getting bigger. 2. The soil in the field can make plants and crops grow rapidly. For example, wheat that can be harvested in 8 months is currently estimated to be harvested in 1 month. 3. The water in the extreme field can treat some diseases such as cough, fever, and cold. Hint. Although there were initial 01 discoveries, no experiments were conducted. I also hope that you will not use it without permission before the experiment. And finally, I am very grateful to Mr. Chen Feng for his contribution to the Dragon Kingdom. As soon as the official announcement came out, the forum blew up. The network has exploded. I'm CAO. It's true. I don't need to take medicine when I'm sick in the future, just drink some water. What if there are side effects? I don't think there will be any side effects, but I'll answer the call and wait a minute. Wait, there's no hurry. Brothers, I have a question. What's the problem? There are so many people in our dragon country, and in such a small place where the embodiment is placed, the water source will not dry up, right? That's a good question, but I don't know. I think, as long as it enters the water in the field, it must have a healing effect, right? If that's the case, there's no end to it. Brothers. Speaking of which, it's time for the daily routine again. Understood, understood. Clear, clear. And then, the entire forum was all swiped by a single title. Chenfeng God, NB. Pretty country. The second wasteland beast they killed, the strength was D. Gained 5% of the national fortune, 20 times the current territory 10 stronghold experience. Ness. But our GIs are also badly damaged. 11 were killed and nearly 20 were seriously wounded. The situation is not optimistic. It's okay. Received the normal reward, and the whole people of the beautiful country breathed a sigh of relief. As for the damage to the GIs on the battlefield of the national games, little things. Just add it in. In the eyes of beautiful Chinese people. Soldiers. Their job is to defend the country. The so-called sacrifice or something is a very normal thing. It's getting better. Our beautiful country is getting better. The Dragon Kingdom is only 3 kills, and it is only 1 kill ahead of us. But there is such a bug thing, and we will always be behind. The Golden Holy Rain belongs to the kind of consumables that will be permanently reduced as much as they are used, and cannot be replenished, plus the Dragon Kingdom warriors are so desperate, how much Golden Holy Rain can be left? Well, that's true. However, a post popped up on the forum. Big news, in the embodiment of the River Lord of the Dragon Kingdom, there is a water source similar to the Golden Holy Rain, which is likely to be inexhaustible. WTF. The appearance of this post. In an instant, it detonated the forum of the beautiful country. What? Where did you get that message? Exactly. It can't be fake news, deliberately trying to cheat clicks, right? Many beautiful netizens are doubting the authenticity of this post. Their impression of the Golden Holy Rain was too profound. First, the effect is powerful. As long as you don't die, you can save people. Second, those official fools who wanted to buy a golden business were deceived. So, how can it not be impressive? And now you tell me that there is a source of water similar to the golden rain in the manifestation of the Lord of the River? Quite possibly the inexhaustible kind? Netizens in the beautiful country clicked on the post, and then saw the official announcement of the Dragon Country. Official announcement. Really? How is this possible? Why are all good things obtained by the Dragon Kingdom? Maybe it's because the Dragon Kingdom has a lot of national fortunes, so it has received special care from the Supreme Consciousness. It's not as exaggerated as everyone thinks. The water source of the Lord of the River can only cure some diseases. That's good, it's amazing. Someone believes? Naturally, there are people who don't believe it. Fake, this picture is computer generated, how can there be a water source like the golden rain? Seeing that our morale was rising, the people of Longguo made a fake news to undermine the morale of our beautiful country. Yes, I agree with you. Eagle Hook Country. Whoa. The same water source as the golden rain. Fake, right? How is this possible? If that's the case, wouldn't the Dragon Kingdom be invincible? It's not what everyone imagined. I read the official announcement of the Dragon Kingdom. The water source does have a therapeutic effect, but it can only cure some minor diseases. Water that can cure some ailments. It's already incredible. Don't you see that it's still just the initial stage? What else can be treated later? It's really hard to say. Alas, all the good things are in the Dragon Country, is this the benefit of high national fortune? Yes. That's the good thing about the high fortune of the country. If you read a violent novel, go to feel a novel network. Fussy country. A water source with a similar effect to the golden rain. SHH. What? Really fake? Where did you look at it? On the forum, someone reprinted the announcement from the Dragon Kingdom. It can't be a fake, right? A big guy has seen it, the picture is real. Northern Bear Country. This. I can't accept it. Why is the Dragon Kingdom so lucky? There is such a good treasure in the embodiment field. Because there are many people's national fortunes, good luck will naturally come to the door. Is this the benefit of having more national fortunes? This announcement map officially released by the Dragon Kingdom. It has been reprinted by countless countries. Envy. Eat one's heart out. Also sour. At the same time, the whole world has also understood one thing. National fortune isn't just numbers, it can bring you a lot of good things. For example, the golden rain that makes all countries in the world covetous. For example, in the embodiment of the Lord of the River. A source of water that can heal the sick. Soil that allows food to grow quickly. These are all benefits brought by the fortune of the country. Dragon Country. The Lord of the River is the embodiment of the place. Sun Lao, an agricultural worker, has already lived in the seed planting area. He squatted on the ground, wearing cloth shoes, twitching an eye, and looked at my meow with a smile. Like an old farmer, looking forward to a good harvest. In fact, Sun Lao was born as a farmer. When I was in college, I also studied agriculture. After completing his studies, he joined the Ministry of Agriculture to solve the food problem for the Dragon Kingdom. The assistant said, "Old son, it's not early, you go back and rest." Sun Lao nodded and said, "Okay, you go first, I'll go back after smoking the cigarette." "Okay, then I'll go wash up first." "Well, go ahead, go ahead." "Will you?" Sun Lao exhaled a puff of smoke. He lowered his head to extinguish the cigarette butt, took another look at the wheat seedlings, and went back to sleep. Next morning, Mr. Sun and his assistant Xiao Wan came together. Outcome. SHHH. Seeing the wheat seedlings, Sun Lao gasped and exclaimed. In one night, from the seedling stage to the rejuvenation stage, this speed is simply 993 amazing. Assistant Xiao Wan was also shocked. Laboratory. I found a substance in the water source again. Oh. After reading it. Extract it and put it into the test immediately. Understood. National Fortune Battlefield. Do you want to save the current quest progress? Looking at the prompt in front of him, Chen Feng chose save. This. It's the benefit of taking it with you. The progress of the dungeon has reached 80%. Chen Feng muttered to himself in his heart, in 3 days at most, the 4th copy can be completed. The 4th copy, Chen Feng was well thought out. Wasteland is immune to all thermal weapons. No weapon from the outside world can be brought into the battlefield of national transportation. When warriors fight the wastelands, they are almost always bare-handed. Although they have superpowers and abilities, some wastelands have high magic resistance, and it will be difficult to fight. In this way, the casualties will increase. But killing the wasteland beast will not explode the equipment. In the battlefield of national sports, there are no weapons. In Chen Feng's opinion, whether it is the expansion of the stronghold ranking tournament or in order to interrupt in the future, it is necessary to have a weapon at hand. So the 4th copy is Battle of Two Cities. The hex deck in this fully meets the needs of weapons. What is hex deck? Magic and skill hex. The weapons made from it are not considered thermal weapons. Can deal damage to wastelandmen. Moreover, Hextech is extremely useful, and individual combat weapons are only one of them. It can be used in various fields such as transportation, detection, and reconnaissance. All. Chenfeng will choose the copy of Battle of Two Cities. It allows the warriors to have weapons, and at the same time allows the Dragon Kingdom to gain technology. Why not kill two birds with one stone? You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Global Dungeon, superpower uploaded at the beginning went out of control. Author, the temperature is very low. Chapter 79. National Fortune Battlefield. After killing the Wasteland Snow Fox, the warriors of the Dragon Kingdom rested for a moment and set off again. See this scene. Tears. The fighters are fighting too hard, aren't they? Everything we enjoy now is all the life of the soldiers. If anyone dares to black the soldiers, the labor and management crawl the network cable to kill you. Black warriors. How brain dead do you have to be to do something like this? Don't worry. Those Muang dogs and garbage people have all been cleared of the Dragon Kingdom, and now the people in the country are all high-quality men and women. Can you stop mentioning the word quality? Dragon Kingdom netizens have discussed. Foreign netizens were all speechless. Look at the people. Check us out. The warriors of the Dragon Kingdom have already embarked on a journey to find and kill the fourth wasteland beast. And what about the soldiers of our country? Healing. In the complement of people. The gap with the Dragon Kingdom has widened again. This gap is getting bigger and bigger. How to make up for it in the end? It seems that the Dragon Country Railway will definitely be the first. The Golden Holy Rain is too strong, there is no way to do it. If our national fortunes increase to the same level as the Dragon Kingdom, will there also be a Golden Holy Rain? There should be similar benefits to the Golden Holy Rain. I think so too. Has anyone counted how much the Dragon Kingdom has increased its national fortune before it rains the Golden Holy Rain? As soon as the sentence was asked, no one replied to this post in an instant. For most foreigners, isn't it fragrant to come up and scold people and vent your emotions? Statistics. Belch. I'm sorry. I don't have this leisure. But there are still foreigners who really do practical things. I've counted. When the Golden Rain fell, the Dragon Kingdom's fortunes increased by about 200%, if I'm not mistaken. WTF? Hey, brother, are you really counting this number? Of course. Not only the Dragon Country, but almost all countries in the world have remembered. Awesome, brother. That is to say, when the national fortune increases to 200%, will you get benefits like Golden Rain? According to the data, it should be like this. Someone counted the news of the increase in the fortunes of various countries, and it quickly spread to many countries. People from many countries have logged into the National Games Battlefield forum in beautiful countries. So, this person's post is very lively. Then how much has our beautiful country increased its national fortune so far? 61%. Much, how much? Are you sure you're not mistaken? No memory is true. And what about our Eagle Hook country? Eagle Hook country, 60%. What? Less than your pretty country? How is it possible? What about our face and eye? France and Spain, 85%. Northern Bear country, 76%. Island country, 40%. Maybe he was a little annoyed by the question, but this person posted all the data he counted on the forum line by line. They're into. Dragon Kingdom is in first place. The words 200% are very glaring. This should be the so-called not knowing, a frightening. Most people feel that the gap with the Dragon Kingdom is not very big. But now I look at it. It's several times worse. This figure is difficult for countless foreigners to accept. Dragon Country. National Movement Battlefield Forum. Some bigwigs carried the data of foreigners' statistics to the forum. Is our Dragon Kingdom so unbeatable? 200% increase in national fortunes, is it so much? I really haven't cared about it. Read the violent novel, go to the Fila Novel Network. No wonder auspicious clouds will fall from the sky. No wonder there will be so many good things in the ground. It turns out that our national fortunes have increased by 200%. A lot of people are amazed. Then, a netizen with ID Data Emperor appeared. Strictly speaking, the Dragon Kingdom is not 200%, but 180%. This big brother has also been counted. I only remember the Dragon Country, and the rest of the countries don't. Is your number accurate, or is it the foreigners accurate? I'm a professional accountant, what do you say? But no, how can it be so much worse than 20%? Have you forgotten that before the great god Chen Feng, that Shabai was rotten, and we directly deducted 20% of the national fortune? Damn, when you say that, I remember. Damn, that sand sculpture. Forget it, they're all dead anyway, and I don't want to say anything. Just when everyone is discussing the increase in national fortunes, there is movement on the battlefield of the national movement. Well, the warriors have encountered a new wasteland beast again. So fast. This moment. The situation in the Dragon Kingdom was also noted abroad. National Fortune Battlefield. The front of the warriors. It was a very dimly lit place shrouded in a grey mist. Yang Yongqiang frowned and took a closer look around. On the ground. And a lot of bones. I can't tell what kind of bone it is, but it's clearly some years old. Although it looks weird, it can't stop the warriors. Go forward, Yang Yongqiang said in a low voice, this place looks a bit evil, everyone stay vigilant. The warriors nodded their heads, then remained in formation and stepped into this strange place. However, when everybody steps into it, the piles of white bones that had been piled up before actually moved. Yang Yongqiang raised his eyebrows, and immediately said, Realm. Don't take the super capsule first, see the situation and then decide. Warriors, yes. Bang la la blah la la blah la la. These white bones formed one skeleton man after another at an extremely fast speed. This scene. Everyone from the outside world who watched had their hairs standing on end. What the hell is this? No, it was still a variety of giant beasts before. How did you get here? And the painting style changed to a supernatural wind. I'm so scared of this, don't scare me. What is there to fear about skeletons? Besides, if you look closely at them, is there a rope that seems to be there? Belch. A rope that seems to be nothing? Let's take a closer look. Sure enough. On the top of the heads of these skeletons, there is indeed such a thread, which glows faintly. What's there, making these skeletons? Obviously, yes. Control the existence of skeletons, puppeteers. Then I don't know. It's good that it's not a ghost, I'm afraid of this. It can't be an indigenous person in the battlefield of national fortune, right? Don't say it, it's really possible. Village. Abroad. Will the skeleton move on its own? This. It's not moving on their own, it's someone manipulating them, pay attention to the thread on their heads. Well, I see, but what could be the thing that could control the skeletons? Could it be someone from the battlefield of national fortune? Is there someone in the battlefield of national fortune? Doesn't that mean that our opponents are not only the wasteland beasts, but also the same as us people? Global Dungeon, superpower uploaded at the beginning went out of control. Author, the temperature is very low. Chapter 80. There are quite a few skeletons. There are four-legged animals, and there are bear-eyed walking creatures. But it can be seen that it is still a little different from the human skeleton structure. But who's controlling these skeletons? Where did so many skeletons come from? Could it be that there is a wasteland beast here that specializes in hunting creatures and can manipulate their bones? Speaking of controls, puppets. What kind of wasteland beast would have such abilities? Isn't this the ability that only human beings have? Whoa, so many skeletons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Forget it, I gave up. This horse doesn't have at least 1,000 skeletons, right? If it's just a skeleton, it's nothing, something that shatters when touched. I'm afraid that these skeletons still have the ability to survive, then it's troublesome. Can you stop your crow's mouth, and if you can't speak, say less. I'm just worried, too. It's going to be contacted. Fearful of the nation, the warriors and skeletons fought. Bang. Captain Yang Yongqiang directly used his super telekinesis to directly send the skeleton closest to him fly. In the process of flying out again, the skeleton fell apart and landed on the ground. Belch. So weak? Yang Yongqiang was stunned. I just hit it casually, and the skeleton fell apart? The people were also stunned, but they were also relieved. These skeletons are so weak. That's so weak, that's fine. Let's play it as a decompression game. God's special decompression minigame. Haha. You guys. Look at it, the skeletons that were scattered by the warriors seem to have regrouped and stood up again. SHHHH. What's going on here? These skeletons can't be beaten to 830 death, they can't be scattered. In the stunned expressions of the Chinese people, the skeletons that were knocked away/scattered by Yang Yongqiang were reassembled within 3 seconds, and they stood up again to join the skeleton army. Seeing this situation, Yang Yongqiang was also stunned. This can't be killed? Or did you just run out of strength? Thinking of this, Yang Yongqiang said in a deep voice, attack with all your might. 200 dragon warriors, all of whom use the strongest telekinesis. Hum. The whole ground shuddered. With the warriors as the center, all the skeletons were sent flying. Click click click. The sound of broken bones is endless. Tens of seconds later, the countless armies of skeletons were all reduced to white bones, scattered everywhere. Ha ha ha. The fighters were gasping for air. I just used my super mental power with all my might, and the mental consumption was very great. But click 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 click. Those white bones turned out to be reorganized again. This time it's even weirder. Whether it's a physical bone or not, it's starting to reorganize. In the end, a lot of skeletons were assembled that didn't look like people, animals didn't look like animals, and they looked weird. I'm Nima, what's going on with these skeletons? You can't kill them no matter how you fight. Isn't this a pair of bones that can be put together? Whoa. That's weird. The people of the country are worried. In this case, Yang Yongqiang's expression was solemn, take the super capsule, use the ability. The warriors took it out one after another, and the super capsule began to take it. Entrance. Fetch. Snort. ZZ. Boom. The warriors' abilities appear. Yang Yongqiang, burn. The warriors of the Abeg fire ability left no stone unturned, unleashing scorching flames in an attempt to smash the skeletons. What is surprising is that when the flames hit these skeletons, their surface actually appeared, a pale inky protective layer. Don't be afraid of fire. Yang Yongqiang's face became more and more solemn, and said, water hammer. The warriors of the water ability stepped forward and sent out a small, but piercing jet of water. Puff puff puff. Some trees and rocks were pierced by the water column, and all of them were pierced by the water column. This shows that the power of the water column is quite good. but it is still blocked by a pale inky protective layer. Water is useless. Yang Yongqiang's eyes were stunned, and then he said, "Frozen." Click click click. The temperature plummets. The skeletons instantly became ice sculptures. But before Yang Yongqiang could breathe a sigh of relief, cracks began to appear in the ice. Bang bang bang. One by one, the ice sculptures exploded, and the skeletons were freed. Freeze. It's useful, but the warrior's ice abilities are too weak to freeze the skeletons. Yang Yongqiang, electric shock. Zzzzzi. Now. A sky full of arcs appears. The surrounding flowers and trees were all scorched by electricity. And the same is true of these skeletons, but they have no life characteristics in the first place, and at most the white bones of the forest have turned black, which will not hinder their movement. Yang Yongqiang, keep trying. Earth-based abilities, metal-based abilities, abilities take turns. Ultimately, only the ice ability is a little bit left and right. However, because the warrior's ice abilities are not strong, they can only trap these skeletons for a short time. Yang Yongqiang said in a deep voice, "Attack with all your strength and fight your way out of the encirclement." All 200 fighters are gathering energy and ready to strike with all their might. Take advantage of the time for these skeletons to regroup, and rush out of this strange place. But click click click. The army of skeletons was suddenly scattered all over the place. Well, what's the situation? Just as the warriors were stunned, the bones reassembled again. It was a huge skeleton that was at least 100 meters high, but it was unknown what kind of skeleton it was. I'm CAO, it's okay to step on a horse. Read a violent novel, just go to Philu Novel Network. Immediately, it's not a skeleton of a body living together. Can this still be like this? Is this a building block? Now, I'm in trouble. The people of the country are worried. But even in the face of a 100-meter-high skeleton monster, the warriors were still not afraid of fear. Yang Yang shouted violently, "Attack!" This moment. Fire, water, electricity, ice, telekinesis. All the attacks, all smashed into the huge skeleton monster. Boom boom. A visually stunning explosion appeared. With such a strong attack, it should be fine, right? This is an all-out blow. If it doesn't work again, then there is really no way. No problem, absolutely no problem. In the midst of the anticipation and prayers of the people, the explosion gradually dissipated. A field of bones appeared in sight. Then the bones flew up and were reassembled again. What the hell is this? It's really difficult. What the hell can't you kill? The fighters' attacks have no effect at all? No. It's still working. You see the rear, are there some bones that are still on the ground and haven't been reassembled? Everyone looked at it, and they did find the skeleton of about dozens of people in the rear. The attack just now worked. The theory is so, but can the fighters perform an attack of the same scale as before? Seeing this reply, the crowd looked at the warriors. However, although the fighters stood straight, the tiredness on their faces was palpable. Obviously, the attack just now exhausted their strength. And to see this scene, foreign forums have also become lively. Yo 11. Yo 11. Aren't you Dragon Kingdoms in a hurry to take the lead? Haha. Look at you guys leading so much this time. Ness. Beautiful. Let your Dragon Kingdom take the lead, aren't you still stuck here? Very good Smecta. But is this being manipulated, or is it just a skeleton monster? Whatever kind of monster it is. Anyway, we just met it. The other side. Chenfeng squinted at the skeleton monster. Strictly speaking, he's not looking at huge skeleton monsters. Instead, look at the thin threads on the back of the skeleton monster. Being able to control such a large number of skeletons. Chen Feng muttered in his heart, what could it be? He looked at the warriors, who were clearly exhausted. Patting the wasteland sky fox curled up on the side, Chen Feng said, go, it's your turn. The wasteland fox stood up, then, whoosh, disappeared in front of Chen Feng. Knock. 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 Huge skeleton monsters, approaching the warriors step by step. Then, whoosh, a purple figure appeared. Compared to the skeleton monster, the purple figure looked so small. It's like a kitten, standing in front of an elephant. But the wasteland sky fox is not a kitten. It whined, and several tails instantly became larger and longer, instantly tying up the skeleton monster. The skeleton monster struggled, but could not break free from the tail of the wasteland sky fox. But at this time, the skeleton monster instantly disintegrated and turned back into a small monster. In this way, it can be regarded as dissolved, the binding of the wasteland sky fox. Whew! The tail of the wasteland sky fox still hasn't gotten smaller. Instead, like a whip, they began to whip these smaller skeleton monsters. Click. 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 Accompanied by a muffled sound. These broken skeletons show no signs of reorganization. Seeing this scene, the Chinese people instantly breathed a sigh of relief. The wasteland sky fox has made a move, and the crisis has been resolved. It should be the great god Chen Feng who asked it to come. The wasteland sky fox is still strong. National Fortune Battlefield. The fighters breathed a sigh of relief. The tail of the wasteland sky fox has changed back to its original size. As soon as his head was raised, the wasteland sky fox looked arrogant, and he was about to go back with elegant steps. But just when it turned around, an old voice resounded in everyone's ears. Oh! A purple fox with royal blood. Your flesh and blood should be delicious, right? Your skeleton should be very strong, right? Well, then, you can stay. The wasteland sky fox instantly exploded, lying on the ground and grinning, looking like a great enemy. The soldiers were also startled by this voice. Chen Feng, who was in the distance, also raised his eyebrows.